Do you read the Bible?
I do.
How often?
Not often enough. Maybe once every month or so.
Okay.
Yeah, not enough.
Do you think the Bible is inspired by God or written by God, or do you think it's just a good book?
It's a good book.
Do you read the Bible?
No.
Tell me why not.
Don't have any real reason why or why not.
Do you think the Bible is a good book, or do you think it was actually written by God?
I think it was trick knowledge a little bit, but I think it's some truth.
Okay. Where do you get your source of inspiration for your spiritual life, if there is one?
Probably as much self-motivated.
Well, how has it affected the way you live or your outlook on life?
It affects it. I pray every day. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I pray every day, I pray every night. But I just got, my own spiritual thing. Yeah.
Most people view it as the direct word of God. I see it as a conceptualized feeling that God gives them, like their belief in God inspired them to write the things that contain the Bible. And then you get into the whole subject of it's been, manipulated for people's own personal beliefs. It's been translated over 5 million times. You lose contextual belief. So the Bible is a good rule for living, like the Ten Commandments are definitely, a good thing, but following it literally and going word for word can be a tricky thing sometimes.
Do you read the Bible?
No, I don't.
Do you read the Bible?
No.
Okay. Tell me why not.
Don't know. I don't know. I really don't know why, I guess.
Tell me why.
I have a lot of issues with it. I think it's kind of, I don't know, I don't want to get it. It's.
No, just your honest opinion, seriously.
Okay. Well, I think a lot of it's outdated and translated poorly and doesn't relate to modern living.
Okay. Well, where do you find your source of inspiration, I guess, for your spiritual life?
Well, that's an interesting question. Within myself and within the people around me.
So where do you find your source of inspiration when it comes to your spiritual life?
Well, I'm an engineer by nature, so I find it through science. I think pretty much everything can be explained, given enough time.
I believe it's a collection of works written by man, like you said, maybe not God, but some sort of outside force beyond our capability of understanding, maybe, possibly. But like he said, I think it gets lost in translation.
Do you read the Bible?
No.
Tell me why.
Not to say that I'm not a Christian. It's just that I guess I just don't. There's really no reason.
I tried once, but it was kind of boring.
Basically because I need one that's put into terms that I can understand. I think that, can't read that old style stuff.
It's better to take your religious or your spiritual stuff, I think, from your everyday experiences and put it into modern terms.
The Bible is an incredibly interesting book. Let's talk some about the facts. Fact number 1, this book is the best-selling book in the history of the world. Fact number 2, it's also the most shoplifted book in the history of the world. Truthfully, it's not just one book, it's actually 66 different books wrapped into one. My particular Bible, the NIV, 66 books, contains 773,692 words. It would take the average person about 70 hours to read the book aloud. What's amazing is, the Bible's written by all sorts of different people. It's written by politicians, by statesmen, by farmers, by shepherds, by peasants and musicians, by poets and even tax collectors. It's also written from all sorts of different places. It was written by Moses in the wilderness, by Jeremiah in the dungeon. It was written by Luke while traveling, Paul while in prison. It was written by John while he was in exile on the island of Patmos. This book is written from 13 different countries and 3 different continents, Asia, Africa, and Europe. It was written in 3 different languages, Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. And what's amazing is, even though the Bible was written from people from all different walks of life over a span of 1,500 years, it has an amazing accuracy and consistency when it comes to the message about the character and the nature of God, His redemptive plan for mankind. The Bible is the Word of God. Not only is it consistent, true, and inspired, but it speaks to so many different topics. Topics included in Scripture include everything from marriage or divorce and remarriage, adultery, sex, lust, greed, guilt, materialism, generosity, healing, hope, forgiveness, parenting, prayer, friendship, pride, obedience, heaven, hell, lying, murder, suicide, rape, fears, doubt, miracles, love, hate, money, criticism, creation, government, submission, rebellion, peace, leadership, comparisons, joy, discontentment, sacrifice, delayed gratification, patience, faithfulness, enjoying life, self-control, disasters, injustices, demons, angels, discipleship, disciplines, fasting, honor, mercy, caring for the poor, handling wealth, family, love, grace, and mercy. But most of all, God and His redemptive plan for mankind.